Go. Technical difficulties aside, the show must go on. And for the Knicks preseason closer, the show for Emmanuel Quickley continues. Because Emmanuel Quickley, once again, ladies and gentlemen, put on a show and made his name known to the coaching staff that he needs to be in the conversation for the starting point guard position going into opening night. Another strong outing by Emmanuel Quickley. 22 points, 5 dimes, 5 steals. And, what more can you say, man? Quickley set the tone for the orange and blue tonight. Immediately, second possession of the game, Quickley and Julius in a pick and roll. Quickley gets the and one. Comes back-to-back three-pointers. The runner was going. Getting the offense going early. Getting the ball out there early. Once again, 5 steals. Getting out there in transition. Emmanuel Quickley is making a name for himself, folks. Knicks win 119-83. Hey, everybody on a whole played solid, man. Like I said, Quickley 22 points. You had another outstanding game from R.J. Barrett. You had Mitchell Robinson set the tone early. Came out and imposed his will. That's what you want to see from Mitch. How about Kevin Knox? Another solid outing for Kevin Knox. Another efficient outing for Kevin Knox. 7 of 10. 6 of 7 from three-point land. 20 points on the night. Plus 22 on the night. Quickly got Kevin Knox activated. That alone should make him be the starter. That alone should make him be the starter. Another good game from Bullock. You like what you saw from Julius? Another patient game from Julius. 8 dimes for Julius. That's the type of game that you want to see from him. Get the team involved, get him going early, and wait to get his shots off. So that was a good job by Julius. But Quickley, what's the story, man? Quickley, what's the story? And once again, as we've struggled to find an option at the point guard position all year, Quickley has quickly, pun intended, made a name for himself. Now, again, you people want to talk about, okay, the competition, this, that, and the third. All that's fine. This game is not about what Quickley's ceiling is going to be. It's not about who the Knicks are going to be going into the season. This is about wanting to see this kid get the bulk load of the minutes at the point because we have nothing else to lose. We have absolutely nothing else to lose. Jay Boogie said, give him the keys. And he's gotten the keys and he's doing well right now in 2 preseason games. So why not continue the evaluation process? That's all it's about. Continue the evaluation process and see what this kid can be. We don't know if he's a point guard answer. We don't know anything. Right? All I know is for a 72-game season coming up, starting next Wednesday, I would rather see Emmanuel Quickley in the point guard position than watch Elfrid Payton step back threes in the zone defense, bricking away 2 for 12 nights, which is the norm for him. I'd rather not wait for DSJ to figure things out. And we know Frank is not the answer, at least not right now. You have a kid in Quickley. I continue to say this all year long on this show during the off season. The Knicks never had a point guard option over the last few years that teams respect. With Quickley, you got to respect him. You got to respect the three-point shot. The floater's deadly. Pick and roll game, he's showing you what you can do. And he's playing some defense out there. Yeah, he made a couple, he got blown by a little bit in the first half. It is what it is. Work on that. He's a rookie. But overall, you got to be encouraged by what you saw from Quickley, man. And that's what this night was about. Again, it's not about is he the point guard of the future, what he's going to be long term. It's just this is what I want to see in this lineup. And when you factor in RJ, who's off to a great start in the preseason, factor in Julius, who's going to be probably a fixture in the starting lineup for some time, I think Quickley's the guy that's going to make this lineup a lot better balanced, a lot more efficient, and give you another shooter in the lineup. This is what we were looking for. We were looking for that shooter in the lineup. So that's my diatribe. That's where I'm going tonight. You got to give this kid the keys. There's no reason not to. No reason not to. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hey, caught a little bit of technical difficulties, but the show must go on, as they say. I got to fix J. Ellis's audio. My fault. We were getting into it, man. It's happy hours Friday night. But, silver linings. I broke out the new layout. We got a new layout for the solo KnicksFanTV show. So hit that thumbs up button for you boys for that. And we'll get J. Ellis's audio fixed for the next show. But for tonight, we'll just rock with it, just how it is. Now, I had a caller. Somebody called me last night and said that they wanted to get in on the action. They wanted to call in on the post-game show. So I'm waiting for him to call in. But in the meantime, let's go to Benji from Manhattan. Benji, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. What's up, CP?
Good, bro. What'd you think of the game tonight?
It was awesome, man. I'm calling you as Commander-in-Chief of the IQ Hive. Big fan, obviously. Very surprised with how he's playing, but I think he's definitely got to find his way into the starting lineup over Elfrid Payton. I think, like you said, we're a more balanced team. This kid looks very poised. He can shoot. He's a threat. He's active on defense. He gets everyone involved. And I think just another question. I think it's time for us to waive Brazdeikis. I think I've seen enough that he's just not an NBA player.
Yeah, I mean, Iggy came in. He didn't really give you much. That was a question. That was the question. He had balled out in the G League all last year. The Iggy Hive wanted to see him. He came out. He just didn't have too much going tonight. I think that he could get cut for Kid Gilchrist. I still think that's a possibility. But at the end of the day, they could also just send him to the G League and give him some more work. It's just, where is his fit? Where is his fit at the NBA stage? Is it at the 3? Is it at the small ball 4? How's his defense? How's his footwork? How's his quickness? Obviously you didn't see too much from Iggy, but it was one game. It was one game. But you trust the coaches, and there's a lot of guys ahead of Iggy regardless. So again, guys like Iggy, guys like Powell, guys like that likely they didn't have much of a chance to get in. I wasn't too worried about guys like that because I didn't feel like, with all the roster spots that they have here, I didn't feel like guys like that were even going to get much of a shot anyway. So it's going to be back to the drawing board for Iggy for sure. Kenyon from Brooklyn. Kenyon, what's going on?
Hey, good night. What's going on, man? Just not to be a parrot and parrot everything you're saying, but I would definitely give IQ the keys to the point guard, let him run the team. When your last caller says, Iggy not ready, Miles Powell's a very small guard. I don't like small guards. He's not going to make the team. But, yeah, I would go ahead. My only concern, remember, not comparing IQ to Derrick Rose, but I hope Tibbs don't try to run him through the ground. So I don't mind him playing 25 minutes a game, develop him, and then hopefully, what's his name, Doc Rivers' son comes in here, Austin Rivers, and try to, get some minutes as well. But once we don't run IQ into the ground, I'll feel comfortable with giving him the keys.
Yeah, I feel you. And I don't, to be honest, Kenyon, to be honest, I'm not even sure. We're not even sure if Tibbs is going to start him. That's the thing. We're not even sure if Tibbs is going to start him. I would not be surprised if you see Elfrid Payton once again next Wednesday night in Indiana. I would not be surprised if you saw that. So, we're very encouraged by Quickly's performance. I certainly am. And like I said, I think it's worth an extended look. What do we have to lose? But the question is, will Tibbs? Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP rocking Solo Dolo. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. with the previous stream. But glad everybody's in here rocking. How many we got? 2,000 in the check-in on the way up. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for sure. And we will shout you guys out. We got a hat giveaway going on. Make sure you guys sign up for that. I'm going to give away a dope Knicks snapback as well. So stay tuned. Zay from Maryland. Zay, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, CC? How you feeling?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Good, man. It's a great game to watch. It's very good. I just wanted to point out, everybody's gonna look at the game, look at like all the players. So this person did good, that person. Me, the biggest thing that I took away from this game is the coaching. Especially at Randall. You can tell when you look at Randall's game tonight. You can tell someone sat him down and told him like, hey, Randall gonna get his buckets regardless. You gonna get rebounds. You're gonna get your putbacks. Focus more on sharing the ball. And that's what I saw. Every time Randall touched the ball, he was looking to see if there was a pass to make. If not, he was doing what he needed to do. I think, keeping him under control helps us get a good player out of him. And my only other thing is with Obi, I feel like, luckily right now we got Randall there to start. I don't think Obi should be like thrown in the starters lineup right now. A lot of people saying, "Oh, we need to get rid of Randall," and start Obi. But I think Obi needs to like just get comfortable with the NBA game, come off the bench, and then slowly work his way in instead of just getting thrown in and getting crucified by Knicks fans if he doesn't do good.
Yeah, I feel you, and I think I was on with the Strickland last night on their podcast, and salute to my guys Schwinney and them. I think it's gonna be an up and down season for Obi as he tries to figure out his role in this thing and tries to navigate the whole Randall situation. I think Julius is gonna be a mainstay in the lineup until otherwise noted. Until the situation changes, if a trade happens or something like that. But I think Obi's he's still trying to figure it out. He's still trying to figure it out. So I think he'll be all right. The passing is still there. That's what you see from Obi is while the shot isn't there. He's not confident in his shooting right now. You could tell he's second guessing himself, especially on the 3-point line. Passing is still there. Playmaking and court awareness is still there. So we'll give Obi some time to get ready, but he's not ready right now. And so in the meantime, again, if Randall's going to be out there, if he's going to be starting, this is the type of game that you want to see from him. Get your guys involved. Get them in rhythm. Get them good shots in rhythm before you start, spinning into three guys and two guys and forcing your way into the situation. And I thought that's what he did tonight. And yeah, he did that well. I thought Julius had a good game. I thought Julius had a good game getting guys involved. So it's good work by him. Good work by him trying to find a role there. And 8 dimes. 8 dimes for Julius Randle. So good job by him. Once again, Obi 6.6 boards, but for Obi 4 dimes, 2 of 5 from the field. Again, I thought he was very hesitant with his shot. He's got to let some of that shit fly. So he'll get it together. I'm not worried about Obi. It's gonna be a struggle for him, but he'll get it together. All right. Got a special guest coming in. Stay tuned. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Little technical difficulties, but we rebounded. 2,300 on the check-in. Let's go. Let's get it going. All right. Let me see who's on the line here. Ian from New York. Ian, what's going on, man?
CP, what's up, man? First-time caller, long-time viewer. Pleasure to be on with you tonight. I just wanted to come talk Knicks. And I knew where to go. I knew to come to the best platform on YouTube. Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, this guy sounds awfully familiar. This sounds like Ian Begley from SNY, man. What's going on, bro?
CP, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Yeah, doing all right, man. Had to navigate some technical difficulties. It happens, you know what I mean? But we here live. Knicks win to close out the preseason on a high note. Give me your thoughts on the overall play for these 4 games, man. What'd you think about how they played?
Well, just coming out of this last one, Tom Thibodeau has a decision to make, right? You go Emmanuel Quickly off the bat as your starting point guard. Do you go with the veteran Alfred Payton? It's going to be interesting to see how they approach this decision over the next few days as they get to the opener. And then, you look down the line, I think Alec Burks, before he left the team for personal reasons, he seemed like he complimented the lineups he was in well. Listen, this guy gets crushed by Knicks fans, and I get it. But Julius Randle, at least to me, in spurts, looked like he was giving the ball up more willingly. They weren't having him dribble the ball up. They weren't having him handle it at the top a lot. And I think they put him in some spots to succeed. So that's one takeaway that I noticed, at least. R.J. Barrett, I think you have to like his efficiency. But all in all, listen, I think this is going to be a tough season for them. Yeah. I think a perfect scenario for them, best case scenario for them, is having young guys like Emmanuel Quickly learn on the job, get better over the course of the year, and then you start to build on that young core. But it's going to be interesting to see how things play out, CP. I mean, if you're Tom Thibodeau, are you starting Quickly night one? You going out for Payton? You going with another look? What are you doing at the point guard position?
We have nothing to lose, man. You and I have been talking about this point guard position all off season. I told you I don't think much of what we have, and Quickly has shown that he can get the job done. Yes, he's going to learn on the job. Hasn't been perfect, but he's shown that a little bit of competence at the point guard position can go a long way for this team. Getting into the paint, being a factor, someone that the team has to respect, that the team has to close out hard on, because you have to respect his three-point shot. I saw in the last game the way that he attacked the closeouts, able to keep the defense on the move, finding guys wide open for three. He's got Kevin Knox rejuvenated, man. Quickly has got to get the look. And you mentioned Alec Burks. I want to see the lineup with Quickly, Burks, RJ. Randall is going to be a mainstay, so we'll continue with him. And whether it's Mitch or Noel, I'm okay with either one right now, because I think, during this preseason, they've gotten around the same amount of minutes, same amount of effect. I'm good with either one. But I'd like to see that 3-guard lineup between Burks, Quickly, and RJ, and see where they go from there.
Yeah, that to me seems like an intriguing lineup, and I think that the interesting thing with Thibodeau, like everybody talks about his history of leaning on veterans and not really playing young guys. He's not going to have a chance, first of all, to lean on veterans with this Knicks team, because there's not many of them. But also, I think that kind of ignores some of the work he did in Chicago with younger players like Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson. Like, he has a decent track record of player development and letting those guys get minutes.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be interesting to see how he deals with, a team that's not veteran-laden, and how he deals with, like, the losing that we expect to come with this year. Does he give guys a longer rope? Does he allow these rookies to play through some mistakes, or does he have a tight leash with them? That's something I'm interested to see as we get started with the regular season on Wednesday.
Yeah, indeed. And even Zach LaVine, got some burn early with Tibbs in Minnesota as well.
Yes.
I just think it's important. Number 9, Ian, and this is my next point. Number 9, R.J. Barrett is on a tear in this preseason. It's hard to glean much off of preseason, right? But one thing is for sure is that R.J. has been efficient. 7 of 16 in the first game, 1 of 2 from the line. 10 of 17 second game, 4 of 5 from the line. 6 of 12 third game, 3 of 3 from the line. 5 and 10 in tonight, and 5 of 5 from the line. I mean, RJ's playing so well. I don't want to see more of Payton and Randall getting him off to slow starts. I'd rather them start it off the right way, get him in a nicely spaced lineup, get him as another playmaker along with Quickly. Burks can give you some playmaking. All 3 of them has shown that they can get to the line. Burks, is a good free throw shooter. Quickly's a good free throw shooter. And RJ's starting to come along. I mean, these numbers are solid from the free throw line, man. So I think RJ, it's very important to factor him in when Tibbs considers his starting lineup going into opening night.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And you mentioned, GP, you want players that complement him well. One interesting thing on the shot, and I spoke to a guy who RJ works with a lot, one of his trainers, Drew Hanlon.
Mm-hmm.
He said that before RJ, actually early on when RJ got started with the Knicks last year, they had him change his shot in a way that caused RJ to kind of be, not super comfortable and then not confident. And he said that he and RJ, they're working together this offseason, and they pushed his elbow out a little further, and Drew Hanlon feels like RJ is more comfortable. And you're kind of seeing that, with the way he looks with his shot. Obviously, he's not a knockdown shooter from the perimeter by any stretch, but he just looks a little more comfortable with his shot. And I think some of the coaches feel that Barrett, you put the ball in his hands at the top or even on the wing and allow him to make plays. I think you saw more of that this preseason too. So that's another thing to keep an eye on here as we move forward. Listen, I think everybody kind of gets caught up with R.J. Barrett being the number 3 overall pick and the idea that he's got to be this incredible player. If he turns out to be like a solid number 2, number 3 on a good team, that's a valuable player in this league. So I guess it depends on what your personal ceiling is for Barrett. But I think, realistic expectations are important when it comes to younger players. And I think he'll, based on his work ethic and how he approaches the game, I think he'll fulfill his talent, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah, I agree. And salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Yes, we are talking to Ian Begley. The mystery caller has been revealed. SOI's Ian Begley is on the line. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Yeah, I agree with you, Ian. I think, number 2, number 3 option is realistic. I don't expect him to ever become a knockdown shooter, but I feel like he's playing a lot smarter where, if some of the shots aren't falling, he's going back to his bread and butter, getting to the line, and now he's hitting those free throws. And if he can do that, 18 points per game is not out of reach for him. And I think that's good overall for the team. What's been your take on Obi, the Obi Randall dynamic, and how do you see them kind of working this out this season?
Yeah, I think just a prediction, right? This is not based on anything solid that I'm reporting, but I have to think that the Knicks would continue to kind of look at opportunities with that involve Julius Randle being traded. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they're in a rush to do anything, but I would think they'll continue to listen. And if the opportunity presents itself to make a move and it makes sense for them, they would do it. And that would open things up for Obi Toppin. Obviously we all saw that first game. He looked very comfortable, particularly on offense. And then, more recently, it hasn't come as easily for him. But I think, defensively, a lot of people were talking about him being kind of unplayable or like a disaster on that end.
Hasn't been bad.
I haven't seen that so far. He communicates. It seems like he plays well within the frame of a team defense. Obviously, he's going to be making mistakes throughout the course of the year. That's what happens with rookies. But I haven't seen him, look like a total liability on that end of the floor. So I think you take that as a positive if you're rooting for this team. And, the offense is going to be there and it's going to come.
Yeah, I agree with you. The defense hasn't been terrible. The offense, especially in the first game, was there. I like the playmaking. I think the playmaking has been on display. And I just think, I was on the Strickland with Schwinney and those guys last night. I think it's going to be a struggle for him to kind of find his way. He'll have some ups and downs, but I think it's going to be tough for him to kind of navigate the whole Randall situation. It's going to be tough for Tibbs to figure out the playing time, how to play them together, whether he does or he doesn't. But, again, I think that certainly bears watching. Another question, they still have $18 million in cap space left. How aggressive do you think they'll be in trying to reach that salary cap floor? I think it's about $8 million that they have to get there. Do you think they'll be aggressive there, or would they not mind taking the hit and just allocating that revenue across the roster?
Towards the end of free agency, teams in touch with them definitely were under the impression that they were open to taking on a contract or 2 or 3, whatever, into that cap space to get assets, like you saw with the Ed Davis transactions. So, I wouldn't be surprised if, whether it's as a third team in a trade or when you get closer to the deadline and a team determines that they want to shed some salary, maybe for free agency that summer, or they want to get, below the hard tax, they want to get off some money, that's where the Knicks could be in play. I wouldn't be surprised if they took that route to get up to that salary floor. I'm not sure how much getting to that floor, to getting to that number matters to them.
Right.
But I think that if there's an opportunity to, be a dumping ground, like a dumping ground for another team that wants to get off of a player, and you can get another pick out of it, I think those are the opportunities they would pursue with that cap space in season.
Indeed. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP from KnicksFanTV checking in. Ian Begley of SNY, the surprise guest caller, is on dishing on the Knicks. Knicks win 119-83 in the preseason finale. Kick it off in Indiana, December 22nd. And we'll see who the starting point guard is going to be. Ian, last question on that. I wasn't expecting quickly to get this shot so early. But with Rivers going out, with Frank once again going out, he's gotten more of an opportunity here to show himself, and he has. So now I think it's interesting to see with Rivers coming back, how do you see this rotation playing out, at least to start the season off?
Yeah, that's another tough decision for Tom Thibodeau and his staff. If we were talking, CP, let's say we were talking last month, I would have said, based on what I was hearing, it was pretty likely that Rivers would have taken Frank Ntilikina's rotation spot. That was just based on stuff that I was hearing a few weeks ago. Things could have changed between then and now. Coaches could have changed their opinions on players between then and now. But, somebody is going to get bumped. And I think that they, at least coming into the preseason, they were pretty committed to giving Dennis Smith Jr. a rotation role, or the opportunity to earn a rotation role, earn regular minutes. And if that's the case, I still think Ntilikina would be the odd man out. But I don't know that, I don't know. I'm not that saying it that confidently because I don't know where their opinions are on it at the moment. But somebody's gonna be out of the rotation there once Rivers comes back, because he's obviously going to play. And I don't think we accounted for, at least people who were, trying to formulate guesses on the rotation. I certainly don't think we accounted for quickly potentially being the starting point guard. So that then you have Elfrid Payton, and you have to find minutes for him. So it changes the dynamic in the backcourt too. And you could see a guy like Ntilikina or Dennis Smith Jr. being on the outside looking in that rotation early on this year. But I think that even practices between now and Wednesday will kind of be taken into account as the coaches kind of analyze which ways they want to go. So we don't know if Rivers is going to be ready for the opener, but when he does get healthy and is all the way back, somebody's going to get knocked out. If I was betting on it a couple weeks ago, it would have been Ntilikina. I'm not so sure right now, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. And then, Bullock had a overall lousy preseason, but tonight he bounced back. If you want to take the competition into consideration, I guess you can. But I think, if his shooting is on par, he can certainly make a name for himself, especially at the 3. So I think either way, I think Frank and DSJ are still going to be on the fringe. I think that Knox has, warranted additional playing time. So hopefully, they give him some longer looks going into it. But I think my lineup would be started off, give me quickly Burks, RJ. They're going to go Randall. And if they want to go Noel, fine. Off the bench, I'll go Rivers. I'll go Frank, Kev, Obi, and then Mitch. I think that's my 10 right there, man.
That's solid. That's solid. The question I have for you, CP, two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see Mitchell Robinson start to let it go from behind the arc, or at least shoot jump shots like early on this season? And the other one is not really a question, it's more of a statement. Mm-hmm. I knew I couldn't match the level of Jay Boogie as a caller to the show because that guy was unbelievable. But I hope that we were able to have some fun here talking Knicks for a few minutes, and I certainly had a good time coming on. I appreciate you having me on. Appreciate you taking the call.
Appreciate it, Ian. Appreciate it. Ian Begley, SNY. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for you boys with the impromptu appearance. Hey, I don't think anybody can match Jay Boogie's energy, man, because like I said, he needs to be a coach himself or a motivational speaker. I might hire him. But I think with Mitch, you know, I said this on the podcast with the Strickland guys yesterday. You know, we saw all the workout videos with Mitch, and you know, people, you know, were encouraged by it, and you know, yeah, you want to see him going out there and shooting it. You know, everybody thinks he wants they want to see him look like Anthony Davis out there. I'm just not sure he's gonna take that large of a leap offensively. I'm just not sure he's gonna do that. What I want to see him do is more so master some of the fundamentals, keeping the offense moving, being able to pass the ball on dribble handoffs, put the ball on the floor a little bit to get the defense to react, you know, to respect what he's gonna do out there. Can he work on a go-to move? You know, it may not be a three-pointer. Maybe it's just a little, you know, a little mid-range, a little pull-up mid-range if he's wide open. You know, start off there. Start there with the basics, and then we can see if we can, you know, turn him into something more than that. But I think in the beginning, it's just, number one, just be able to stay on the floor. You know, Wednesday night, Andre Drummond was dogging him. Tonight, no Drummond, JaVale McGee. But, you know, Mitch showed up, and I thought he played very well. He imposed his will early, and that's what you wanted to see from the Block Nest Monster. Number two, staying durable. You know, guys that are built like him, they get these ticky-tack injuries with the legs, the ankles, and stuff like that. So staying durable, keeping his head in the game mentally. Sometimes he makes a mistake or somebody gets in his head and he picks up a stupid foul, might jump on top of a guy's back or trip him. Little things like that I want to see him shore up. And then as it comes along offensively, just working on just being a factor in the offense. And then we'll see if the shot comes around. We'll see if the shot comes around. But nice bounce back from Mitch against the Cavaliers tonight. But Ian Begley, ladies and gentlemen, just joining us. Definitely appreciate Ian Begley for coming in. Who we got in the chat? Let's see who we got in the chat. We got over 3,000 in the chat. We bounced back, man. Technical difficulties. My bad, people. We were on a roll. We had all the momentum going. You know, the Twitter family was ready to go tonight. Everybody was ready to go for post-game live. For some reason, the audio just knocked out. Jay Ellis's audio just knocked out. So we just had to just recover quickly, no pun intended, and just roll with it. Sometimes it happens. You know, it hasn't happened in a long time, but you guys gotta understand this isn't a television production. It may look like it, and it's maybe run that way, but this is all a one system, one man production, and so sometimes things happen that you need some time to tweak. So it's all good. We roll with it. A lot of people in the chat already know that, so appreciate you guys for rolling with me. I want to shout out Derek, Argentina in the building. We in South America heavy. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Let me see. Is Jay Ellis on the switchboard? Jay Ellis, are you on the switchboard? Let me see if Jay Ellis is here. While I look for Jay Ellis, let me get to a guy I haven't heard from since like last year, man. Let me get to my guy Q from Brooklyn. Q, what's good, my dude?
CP, what's good, brother?
Bro, long time, man. It's been like a year or so, man. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm fresh in quarantine, fresh out of quarantine. But hey, man, you called me in, so I had to come in.
Yeah, man. The streets were
Good,
looking for you,
good
Q.
thing.
Streets were looking for you, man. So glad to have you back in here, bro.
Man, it's good. I'm glad I don't owe the streets any cash. But on the good thing, man, I come back and we got a point guard, man. We really do. And let me give you my points why. You know, quickly, there's one thing we've been complaining about for 2 years. Quickly unlock Knox. Come on, man. We got to be happy about that, regardless of the fact of it's preseason, regardless of it's the Cavs and, it's really playing their G Leaguers or whatever. But the Knicks look like a real team run by a comparable point guard with an IQ. No pun intended. And then the second thing is when Quickly has the ball, Randall can't hold the ball all day.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
See, that's what basketball is about. The ball's moving, and then what? Randall started passing.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I did a stop, drop, and roll when I saw that. It was on fire, man.
Facts. Appreciate the call, Q. Appreciate the call. Yeah, listen, IQ quickly had everybody picking their game up. He's getting them into the offense quick decisions. Isha, get off the pot. Keep it moving. Keep that ball moving. He's got Kev activated 2 nights in a row. I was wondering, sometimes Kev, I was joking with the guys in the Strickland, sometimes Kev can't give you 2 quarters in a row. He's giving you 2 games in a row now. Kev is swagged out, the Kentucky connection. So, again, great to see Kev. He's getting shots in rhythm. He's knocking it down. Another solid night from beyond the arc. This is the Kev that we want to see. We know Kev is not going to be a guy that is going to put the ball on the floor. He's not a good shot creator at all. We know that's not his forte, his skill set. So it's very important, Kev, as well, to play with a point guard that's really going to get him activated. And so, again, that with Quickly, that's all it's about with me. It's just about giving him an extended look, because where are we really going with what's here? That's all it is. Give him an extended look. What are we doing with what's here? 90% free throw shooter. The 3-point shooting is there. We always talk. We want an off-ball option for RJ. Now Quickly showing you that he can run the offense at least a little bit. Yeah, scrub team against the Cavs. We'll see. NBA. We'll see when adjustments are made and how guys try to lock in on him. We'll see that. But my point is, I want to see that. Because you can always go back to Peyton later and get the same productivity that he's given you his whole career. I don't think you risk losing Peyton by not playing him. I think you'll always have that with Peyton. And I'd actually rather see Peyton come off the bench, maybe even have Peyton get some minutes with Obi. Like the same way him and Randall have that connection, maybe he can establish that with Obi off the bench to get Obi going. I think point guard play is very essential to get Obi going as well. So maybe that's a pairing that we want to see. Time will tell. Let me get my guy Jay Ellis in the building. Good to hear from Q. Jay Ellis on the other side. What's good, my dude? How you feeling?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm enjoying the show from the sidelines, man. It's kind of different over here.
Bro, my bad. I don't know what the hell happened, but go ahead with your takes, man. What you think about tonight's game, bro?
Man, first and foremost, very impressed with IQ Quickly. They gave him different looks today, CP. They saw what he did the game before, and out the gate, the Cavs are pressing him full court. And it was impressive that he didn't panic.
Yeah.
He took the pick, got to the corner, took another pick, went to the hole. They expected him to pass, but he was very comfortable shooting that first shot. No problem with the pressure on him. And shot the most shots for the team, 12 shots a game. So I'm very pleased with Quickly. If Tom doesn't give him minutes, he's insane. I know Elfrid Payton is going to start just because of the politics, but bare minimum, he should be the first point guard off the bench. And to me, the only thing that's stopping him from being the first point guard off the bench is them trying to eventually move DSJ, in my opinion. But all in all, I feel like eventually IQ is going to force their hand just because he's the only competent point guard who can A, hit a jump shot, B, run a pick and roll effectively, and C, pass to everybody on the floor and not just one person, Julius Randle. So, that's my
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I noticed that from the beginning. You know, they pressed him, and I wanted to see how he was going to handle that adversity on the press. And he handles himself with poise, and that's why when Clyde was like, "Oh well, you know, I'm not so sure if I want to, I'm not so sure if I want to just throw him out there on opening night." I thought about it a couple ways. Number one, what is the pressure? He played at Kentucky for 2 years. You know, yes, he's a rookie, but he's played in big games. He's used to the pressure. Number
he's
two,
not scared.
He's not
scared.
Not scared
at all.
He's not scared, bro. And on top of that, where's the crowd? You know, they're going to Indiana. The Hicks aren't there. There's nobody in the arena. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we have to lose? Throw the kid out there. There is nothing to lose in this situation for him. Perfect situation for him.
I completely agree. And, you know, Tom Thibodeau, he has this reputation, and y'all talked about it with Becky earlier, of only playing vets, but there has been situations where he does play the young guys, and I know quickly he's going to force his hand. I just know it. I'm just that confident right now.
Has to,
for
bro.
Sure.
Has to. With the 3-point shot the way it is, quick first step, the ability to get into the paint. First play of the game, bro. Pick and roll, and one. Lock it in.
Come on.
90% from the free throw line. How can you sit that on the bench?
Right. DSJ or Frank, they're not putting players on their hip like that, like he's doing game one. None of those guys are doing that.
Yeah.
Like, put quickly in, man. I'm done with the point guard battle experiment. Start that man.
Yeah.
Start that man.
100%. While you on, bro, let me see if I could get a couple callers in here while you're on. Let me just test this out and see what's going on. Let's start with Dan from Long Island. Dan, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, what's going on, CP? No, man, I mean, just you got to start quickly, man. I mean, the team looks so different with him just starting at the point guard position. He makes everybody better around him. Randall's it takes the double coverage off of him. You know, he can kick the ball back out, and you got to respect quickly the fact that he could shoot the three. So I think he just gives us a totally different dynamic at that point guard position.
Totally different dynamic. Completely agree. JLs, were you able to hear Dan? Go ahead, JLs.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, Dan hit the nail on the head. How much zone did you see today? How much? You hardly saw any. You know why? He shot them out the zone. You can't hold this man down. If you starting quickly, there won't be no zone defense for the first 7-8 minutes of the game, man. Like, the talent difference and the IQ difference is just so huge at this point. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Even if Tom Thibodeau just kind of plays the fence on it, like he's trying to think about it. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe Elfrid. Nah, he's gonna by game 10.
Yeah, is it the decision?
You'll see Elfrid Payton start maybe, but he'll get that quick sub in that 4-minute mark.
Yeah, 100%, man. Dan, you wanted to talk about Austin Rivers. What's going on?
Yeah, I just, to Rivers, I think, you bring Rivers in and it's who's the odd man out. I know Ian Begley was just saying a little while ago it's probably Frank, but, it's tough. Like, I think between DSJ and Peyton, you're kind of getting the same thing. They're not going to shoot from the outside. I mean, I would still like to see more of Frank. So to me, I would probably have to say DSJ would be the guy that I would count as the odd man out. But
yeah, and appreciate the call. And JLs, I think once again, I think Bullock and Frank will be fighting for that utility wing. And I think Rivers is going to take, again, unless they just screw quickly, I think Rivers is going to take most of DSJ's minutes eventually. I don't know how much longer they're going to, try to evaluate DSJ. But I think Rivers will ultimately take his spot, and I think Bullock and Frank will kind of fight for that, utility wing that you can slide in at the 2 or the 3 if you need some defense. But I think if Bullock's 3 is unloaded, then he'll get the advantage.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think Rivers might take Bullock's spot. To be honest with you, I'm not sure how much they see Rivers as a pure point guard to take over for DSJ. Yeah. He hasn't really played that much point guard over the last few years. I think it was like 18% from point guard. So I can see him being more of an off-ball guy and Reggie Bullock being a situational guy. I just feel like that, especially considering that Reggie Bullock, like we said, man, like these guys who haven't been part of the new regime, I feel like those are usually the guys that are first on the bubble.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see Reggie Bullock being on the bubble.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let me take that back a little bit, because I did put my second unit lineup as Rivers, Frank, Knox, Obi, and Mitch. Right. And I think it still makes sense, because Rivers, DSJ, Rivers, Peyton really doesn't make much sense. I think Frank would be an ideal candidate to put with Rivers, and then you have Knox at the 3, Obi at the 4, and Mitch at the 5. I think that would be a better backcourt pairing with Rivers than Rivers, DSJ, Rivers, Peyton, for sure.
I personally think that as well. I'm just not sure if they're going to go with that, just because of their love for DSJ right now, and I guess they just like that he can push the pace, and he's just fast, and he can. And Frank, he trots sometimes, so I'm not sure what direction they'll go with that. But at the same time, Frank is going to organize an offense to another level than DSJ, and we've seen that over preseason that DSJ hasn't really been able to organize an offense. So it's going to be really curious to see how the coach distributes these minutes. My guess is as good as yours, but I feel like it might be DSJ, even though I don't think it should be.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, man. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. The chat is going crazy right now, JLs. I can't even read it, but we are here nevertheless. 31 in the chat on the check-in. We got 900 likes, people. Let's get it up to 1,000, and then we'll do our giveaway. The form should be going around the chat right now to get the giveaway going. Also, while you guys are here, let's pay some more bills, shall we? Because tonight's episode is brought to you by our friends at Manscaped. Fellas, holiday times are here. No better gift. Ask your lady, ask your girlfriend. There's no better gift than the #1 men's grooming tool below the waist. Make sure you take care of those jingle bells, and that's with the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. And what I like about the Lawnmower 3.0, #1 is ceramic technology, skin safe. So you make sure you can stay safe. Don't have to worry about getting those nicks, those scratches. Very delicate down there, we know. So you can, shave and be confident that you're going to get the job done without getting yourself cut up. It's waterproof. You can use it in the shower. You have cordless, wireless, rechargeable battery as well. Gets a long, extended battery life. You have a LED light, you know what I'm saying, JL? So I don't know if you want to, do it in the dark. I don't know, whatever you're into.
Shave in the dark?
Yeah, if you want to shave in the dark, whatever you guys are into. I don't know. You don't have to share with me, but all I'm saying is it's there for you. And for our viewers tonight, go to manscaped.com, enter promo code Knicks to get 20% off plus free shipping on your entire purchase. And, they have the Lawnmower 3.0, which is really good, top notch. They got the Weed Whacker as well, which is like a nose and ear trimmer. They have the Perfect Package 3.0, which is just an entire kit. So it comes with the Lawnmower 3.0. You get some ball deodorant. You get some boxer briefs. You get a mat that, you can take care of business on. So it's very, it's very put together for today's man, JLs. So once again, go to manscaped.com, promo code Knicks for 20% off plus free shipping. All right, how'd you like that read, JLs?
Pretty good.
Not bad, right? You know what I mean?
Smooth as you'll be after you get these Manscaped.
Yeah, that's it. You got to pay bills. We don't need the success stories. We don't need to hear about any of that. Just go get the product. Like I said, I don't promote anything that I don't use, and it's a good product. So salute to our friends at Manscaped for sure. All right, let's take some more calls. Appreciate everybody for coming in. Shamar from New York, what's going on? What? All right. Yo, JLs, what the hell was that, yo?
Hello?
Yo. Bro, I don't know if my man was like shaving his billy goat or something, but I'm not sure what was going on with that, bro. Yeah, yeah. It sounded like he was using his lawnmower 3.0, man. And I'm not sure what he was.
Exactly.
I'm not sure what he was cutting,
up,
fam.
right?
I don't know what he was cutting, but happy hour is lit at Shamar's crib right now. That's all I can say, bro. Happy hour is lit at Shamar's crib. All right, that was weird. Miguel from Jersey, what's going on?
What's up, CP? I gotta follow that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Happy hour was lit for Shamar, bro. I don't know what was going on at his crib, bro.
Dude, that's one of those hicks that you said were going to be Indiana.
Yeah.
With the Billy Goat.
Yeah.
But to my point, man, I just want to talk about. I guess Tibbs must have told Randall that if he does another spin move in the lane, he's sending him to Sacramento or something. Because he played nice with the kids in the sandbox today. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
That was. If he could play like that, you know, more consistently, us Knicks fans would endure him as a Knick. But he played a flawless game. He led the team in assists, 8 assists. That was great to see. My other point that I wanted to make was with Quickly, right? I know we're saying it's the Cavs, it's preseason, but nothing passes the test like the eye test. And this kid plays with heart.
Yeah.
This kid shot 60% from 3. He was in the lane. He makes Knox better. He makes everybody better. The eye test doesn't fail, man. He passes everything with the eye test. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, Giles.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. He makes everybody better. He shoots. He passes. He hits people in the pocket. He's infectious. His energy's infectious. He rubs off on everybody. I agree with you completely. And if he ends up being the starting point guard, I just feel like that's such a great move just because of his work ethic and how. And I just feel like he's the type of guy that it seems like teams will follow him, man. I feel like I feel like people will follow him just because the work ethic he shows will translate on the floor. I think it's one of those guys that you just have to have on your team.
He's a leader, bro, and as my guy just said, yeah, the eye test just tells me that he deserves a longer look at this thing because what we've had thus far has been atrocious, and if Tibbs is talking about overall team development, I like what this kid is doing to help this team in the early stages, and even how he got Randall going. And
yeah.
You give Randall credit. Randall played well tonight. The Julius haters might not want to hear that. I thought Randall was really good tonight. And this is if he's going to be in the starting lineup, this is the type of play that we need from him. He needs to be a pass first, big, play within himself, get in those good positions. We don't need him to be the point forward in the half court and making things happen. So I thought Julius was good. I thought Julius was good in Game 3. I think he was good in Game 3, and I thought he was great tonight. Competition aside, he let me see how many shots he had tonight. He had 3 6 ALs, 8 dimes. 3 6 8 dimes. So it's a good job. Good job by Julius indeed, man. Good job by Julius indeed. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy, CPJ Ellis, in the building. JLs, I'm still trying to figure out what my man was doing on that last call. Like, what was going on in his crib on this Friday evening? I'm not sure.
You know, man, he was getting manscaped. He knew he had a John coming over later, and he made to get ready. He didn't have time. He wanted to watch the show at the same time. So, he figured he'd kill two birds with one stone.
Man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. That is hilarious, bro. Absolutely hilarious. All right, let's get to one more call, and then we will get to the giveaway. Dave, just send me the spreadsheet for the giveaway, and I'll get the picture prepared to show the people what we're gonna give away tonight. Let's go to another call, JL. Let's go to our friends on the other side of the world. Let's go to South Korea. Jules is in the building. Jules, how you doing? What you doing in South Korea?
How you doing? Hello?
Yeah, doing good, Jules. Are you in South Korea right now at this second? Are you in South Korea right now? What are you doing out there, bro?
Yeah, right now. Yep. Can I talk about real quick?
Bro, yeah, you calling from South Korea long distance, bro. You can talk about whatever you want, man. How you feeling?
Yeah. I just want to say that quickly allows our other guys to be more efficient. Because he's stretching the floor vertically, he allows guys like RJ and Knox and even Randall to go to the corners where they're much more efficient at stretching and shooting the ball. It's a cascading effect.
Yes.
And then when teams throw zone at us, Peyton and even DSJ and Frank, they're not good at spacing. And that's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Jails.
Hello?
Yep. Yeah, Jails, go ahead, bro. Go ahead with your point, Jails.
Yeah.
I can always bring it up too. Go ahead.
All right. So quickly, he allows the vertical floor spacing, allows RJ and those guys to go to the corners where they're much more effective, and it helps their development.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm not sure if JLs was able to hear you, bro. So I'll just go ahead and go ahead and talk. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. I think quickly changes the game up for the team in a solid way that Peyton just can't. You know what I'm saying, JLs? JLs, I don't know if you were able to hear this guy. Were you able to hear him?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. It was breaking up a little bit. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he was just saying that about how
Hello?
quickly just enables them to space the floor a lot better than the rest, and I was agreeing with him. What say you on that?
Not yet. Exactly. Like everybody has to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
For once, I mean, people can just sit back and watch Elfrid Payton take step back 3-pointers. People are blitzing IQ. They actually have to respect his shot, so absolutely. And it doesn't hurt that he's giving people the passes at the right time in the pocket. So you're absolutely right, man. We need Jazz Manscaped. We definitely need IQ here, man. I like what you bring into this team, sure.
They said you were Manscaped. That's hilarious. All right, I got tonight's giveaway.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
I got tonight's giveaway up on the screen. We're gonna give away a gray snapback, a gray Knicks snapback. My guy Nickinator, who's a Twitter phenomenon. That's my guy on Twitter. Hit me up, said, yo, I got this brand new snapback. No Fulton Street knockoff. No, Canal Street, cheap joints. Real deal, authentic. He wanted to give it away to the fans. I said, I'll help you do so. So this is tonight's giveaway as we wrap up the preseason. Show the fans our appreciation. We got 3,000 people in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys and sign up. Sign up for the giveaway. We're gonna give it away in about 5-10 minutes, and it could be yours. Could be going to one lucky fan, JLs. One lucky fan.
All right, I had a silky. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna sign up? Go ahead and sign up, bro. You can sign up too, man. No worries.
I can sign up. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Yeah, go ahead and sign up. Based on the audio difficulties that we experienced tonight. Go ahead, bro. All right, let's get back to the phones while you guys are filling that out. Ari, what's going on, man? Ari's in the building. It's Friday. It's happy hour. Ari, where are you on the lituation meter from a scale of 1 to 10? Where are you at right now? Friday night happy hour.
I'm probably like at 8.75. I would say the devil probably did get in my lettuce tonight. I have no idea what I just watched right now. That was incredible. I thought it was the 2014 San Antonio Spurs. What the hell is going on? I have no idea. Kevin Knox playing defense. Hit Klay Thompson out there. Emmanuel quickly running fucking point guard like Steve Nash. All right, my bad. I'm a little off. Right. Running point guard like Steve Nash. All right. I had no idea what that's about. Okay, that was crazy. Another thing. Obi Toppin. I know he didn't have like a good game, but he made 3 passes tonight that were elite passes. He was on his Jokic. He was in his Jokic bag. CP. He's freaking Obi Tokic tonight. Right? I don't know what is going on. It was insane. All right, Obi Tokic, man, insane. But here's the deal. Listen, for real though, like this Frank Hive, all right, you're done. Okay, Frank is canceled. All right, Emmanuel quickly is either going to be the starting point guard or the backup point guard. Elfrid Payton's going to be the backup point guard. You have Austin Rivers. You have R.J. Barrett. You have Bullock. You have Alec Burks. DSJ and Frank are like, if there's one thing we learned, they're done. Like the Hive just ceased to exist. There's no more Hive, right? The Hive is gone. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you know Frank is on the trading block. DSJ is on the trading block. Obviously, we still have to get rid of Randall. Obviously, he was a good player tonight. I'm not going to hit on Randall tonight, but we still have to get rid of him. But I'll tell you this much. Emmanuel quickly had a great game today, but the one thing that's definitely for sure is that he is a point guard, all right? Whether he shoots the ball very well every game, whether he makes as good decisions as he did tonight, who knows? But the fact is, he is a point guard. You can tell he runs the tempo very well. He works the pick and roll very well. He's patient around the pick and roll. He doesn't just go to the rim and chuck up a shot. He doesn't just, like, dribble between his legs. He makes moves. He looks for the open man. He unlock knocks. Shout out Q. We won by 45. When the last time that happened was, I don't know. Like, subscribe, share. Jay from Florida. Keep yelling at Knox. Keep yelling at Knox. Let's go. Run it up. Run it up. Man. Let's go. I'm out.
Jay Ellis. Ari said he was 8.75 on the lip meter. My man was turned up. He's on 10. He's stealing people's opening and closing remarks. He's on 10, man. Ari's on 10 tonight, Friday happy hour, bro. Oh, man. Shout out to Ari, man. Shout out to Ari.
Said, man, I'm out.
Yeah, he's taking people's intros, outros. Ari's on 1,000 tonight, man. For sure. For sure.
Oh, man.
For sure. JLs, I want to hear from a fellow Long Islander. My guy Matty G makes his return to the show. Matty G, what's going on, bro? Oh, all right. Matty G.
CPJ Ellis, my brothers. Peace and blessings. Happy holidays. Hope you and your families are safe. I'm with Ari. Let's enjoy tonight. We're up 40 in a preseason game at the Garden due to what? Defense.
Yeah.
Respect to Gibbs and Kenny Payne. They are not playing games. Salute to the chat, to the callers. Smash those thumbs up button for your boys. As you guys know, I don't miss games. I'm all 82 club, all 72 this season.
Nice.
Can I get in my overreaction bag tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, this is why we're here. This is why we're here, Matty. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Let it off, man. This is why we're here, man. Overreact.
How fitting is it that this kid's initials are IQ? We have been devoid of smart basketball players for years. After 2 preseason games, I can see IQ being the smartest player we've had since Jay Kidd. Did you see him talking to the ref about how to get a foul call, and on the next possession applied it immediately and went to the line? If you have not seen videos of him and his family, people in the chat, look on YouTube, please. High character guy. So with that, CP, J. Ellis, I have a question for you. Who do you think is the smartest player that we've had on the team since J. Kidd?
Somebody hit the Jeopardy music. Somebody hit the Jeopardy music. I need time. Real talk. I need time. Real talk.
And that's my point, guys. Thank you so much for taking my call. Much love to everyone. Happy holidays. Peace.
Matty G out in New Mexico. That's my guy, JLs. That's my guy. Hey, this is the Overreaction Show, JLs. You know what I mean? It's preseason game 4.
Yeah, man.
You had 2 nice games from Quickly. We got and Matty G said he's in the All 82 club. He's one of us. You know what I mean? He's one of us.
Man.
If you guys are in the All 82 club, if you watch every Knick game, no matter what, leave us a hashtag All 82, and we'll shout you guys out. 100%. 100%.
I'm definitely All 82 club.
yeah, we are absolutely All 82 club.
For mad years.
Facts. And for that very reason, you know, this is why I want to see a Quickly in there over the rest, because it's just like, what is the rest really giving us right now? You know, that is the question. What is the rest really giving us right now?
Exactly. And good point about the foul calls and the IQ and the rest. He's done that in college as well, man. He's adept at drawing fouls, man. That's another part of the game that we kind of forgot to mention.
Yeah.
But you can see it today. He's been to the line quite a lot. He's good for throwing his body into somebody and getting to the foul line.
Yeah, he's always talking. He's always chirping out there, JLs. You know, he's always chirping. So, yeah, good observation by Matt AG, man. Definitely good observation. All 82. Salute to everybody in the All 82 club, 100%. I don't see Jay Boogie in the queue here, JLs. I don't see Jay Boogie in here. I'm not sure if he's with us tonight. We'll get to a couple more calls before we wrap
up. He looks in spirit, I guess.
Yeah, he knows what's up. He knows where to find us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He knows where to find us. We're gonna give the hat away. We got a lot of entries so far. How many entries we got? 206 JLs. 206 people want those snapbacks, bro. So we'll give that away in a second. But first, we get to
read it for me, CP. Rick it.
Yeah, I'll freeze those envelopes for you, man. Dan from Long Island, what's going on, Dan?
Hey, what's good, man? Guys, I gotta say, first of all, I mean, you got Ian Begley calling in like a regular caller. You guys are large, man. You guys are getting bigger and bigger. I think Alan Hahn cut short the post game so he can hear your show. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are doing great, man.
Dope.
And I just want to say, you know, again, I don't know what's going on, but I hear a lot of things during that telecast when Clyde's calling the game that sounds like he's listening to your show, guys, because my man makes a lot of references that sound like a lot of the callers on this show. So you're doing great. I want to give a lot of credit to the advertiser or the marketing people at Manscaped, because they're the first ones to jump on board with this show. You're going to get a lot more, hopefully, sponsors as time goes on. Real quickly, though, I don't care if Quickly starts or doesn't. He's got to get 25 minutes a game, though. I think, you know, based on what I'm seeing right now. And I also think I'm really glad that the Mook Morris trade is paying dividends, right? Because I didn't want to lose Mook last year, but if we turned Mook into Quickly, it could have been a good long-term deal for us. And then the last thing that I just want to say is that I really hope that Randall is showing the respect for. It looks like he is for this coaching staff, because 2 nights ago, that second night in Detroit, he was going to triple teams. He was doing the typical spin moves and all that stuff. But the last 2 games he hasn't. So that kind of tells me that, you know, he's listening to his coaching staff. He's just not blowing it off. So we'll see what happens, guys. Congratulations on the show. You guys are doing a great job. It keeps getting larger, but don't ever get commercial, all right? Always stay for us fans, because that's the reason we tune in. Take care, guys.
Of course. Appreciate it, Dan. Definitely appreciate it. Muted JLs. Yeah, JLs, you know, Clyde might be listening, bro. Clyde might be listening, because the fact that he called out Randall for the spin move as the cause of, you know, the fans, you know, ire towards him. I was like, is Clyde listening? Is Clyde on Twitter? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he could be right.
I was exactly saying the same thing. I was like,
yeah,
Clyde got a Twitter handle. What's happening?
100%, man. Salute to the rhyme animal Chuck D in the building. JL's Chuck D just joined us, so I'm sure Chuck was listening. No doubt. 119-83. Knicks get the W. Definitely want to shout out everybody in the All 82 Club JLs. We got a ton of people, man. Salute to Andy Mejia, All 82. Building Roots, what's going on? Andrew Dell, Derica Moore, Li from Li, Tyon Reed, Mark Felix, Samuel Gideon, Unique Wheels. I wonder if that's Unique Will Castro Unique. Who knows? Todd Barbie. Salute to Todd. Yeah, we got a lot of All 82 JLs. We got a lot of All 82, man. That means that
everybody.
Yeah, that means they're just as delusional as we are, man. We're family, man. Well,
For sure, man. Hopeful for all these years for some type of progress, but it seems like we might actually be heading in the right direction for once.
Yeah. Now Fritz in the chat is saying that Mitch had tweeted something out. What did Mitch tweet? I didn't. I saw what he tweeted, but I didn't really want to bring it up because I didn't really think that it was anything, related to the Knicks or it's one of them subliminal, young boy energy jails. I can't read into those, cryptic messages that these kids put on. I can't.
Subtweet.
Yeah, I can't get into it, man. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It is what it is.
Yeah, we can leave it alone.
It's Friday night. You know what I mean? Your boy Ari was in the bag. He's talking about 8.5, more like 12.5. Ari was on 10.
He
man.
definitely shaded a little off the top. That ain't no damn 8. I know that.
He was keeping it modest. He was definitely keeping it modest, man. All right, a couple more calls for we wrap. So to everybody in the chat, Friday Night Knicks Happy Hour. Max from the Bronx, what's good, my dude? How you feeling?
What's going on, CPJL? What's going on?
What's good, bro? How you feeling, bro?
This was a great night. I'm sorry. This was a great night because besides the obvious, there's two things I really noticed about Quickly, and I want to get into other players too because a lot of people play well. But they trapped him, and he split the double team. He drove to the middle of the paint. The paint got clogged. He passed the Knox for a wide open 3. You know when's the last time a Knicks point guard did that? And I love Frank. I'm the president. I'm the president of the Frank Club. Frank don't do that. Dennis Smith for sure don't do that. He has to start. If they, I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of those things where if they start Payton, the team might kind of falter early on because it's so obvious what makes the team better. If this is really about basketball, who are the best basketball players, you play Quickly at point guard and let him grow. Knox, he's back to rookie Knox. Knox can't create, but Knox can hit a wide open 3. Knox can be a rotational player. Obi's a phenomenal passer. Obi's like one of the best passing big men in the league already. Like, I'm talking about that pass he made to Knox.
Yeah, that was dope.
I'm telling you,
that was hard. Yeah. That was tough.
Yeah,
that's the one thing with Obi, man, that I understand, his shooting isn't there just yet, but the playmaking is there. You're seeing the potential there. He's still keeping himself in the game, and the offensive awareness and his floor game is still solid. He'll get there. He just doesn't have confidence in his shot and what he's doing right now, but overall, I think the passing was crisp.
Yeah, man, his IQ already on the offensive end is already there.
Yeah, he's like honestly, they say Jokic because Jokic is the one you think of now. But really, I'm thinking about a more athletic Chris Webber. Because Chris Webber in Sacramento, this guy was a passing savant. He did whatever, Obi passes like that. And that's not an exaggeration. Like, he really passes, really well. And then you have to give it to also RJ, because RJ is just efficient. He's smooth. He plays at his own speed. He plays within the offense. You gotta let I see you when you're talking to Begley, and he's saying that he sees RJ as a maybe not a number 1 star, but maybe a 2 or 3. I don't see that yet. I see a guy who's stronger than a lot of people at 19, 20, who can get to the paint. His problem was shooting and being efficient. Now he's efficient. Now he has to knock down those wide open 3s on a consistent basis. Mm-hmm. Then
he's an easy 20 point per game scorer. It's not even nothing to think about.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. You guys have a great night, though.
Appreciate it, Max. Appreciate it, my guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with
I agree with him, man.
Yeah,
like
go ahead, bro.
it remains to be seen, but right now he's like a 2.5 level scorer. You know.
Yeah.
The mid range is coming along. He can go to the hoop right now. The three is still not there, but he can draw fouls, make the reads, and the thing is he's just not flashy. But because he's not flashy, people are not seeing him as that. But if he can continue to get to the line when he wants to, and if that 3-point shot opens up to something like 35 to 38%, then who knows? You know what I mean?
I don't. If he's producing like this, Jay Ellis, if he can get up to 18, 20, 25 a game, I don't think that we don't expect him to be a knockdown 3-point shooter. He needs to be a timely 3-point shooter like Jimmy. But right. I'm not expecting him to reach 38 to 37, 38 from 3. I'm not expecting him to reach that, but hit your free throws. When your bread and butter is getting to the lane and bully ball, then you got to convert. Those are free points. And right now, he's doing that, 1 or 2 in game 2, 4 or 5, 1 or 2 in game 1, 4 or 5 in game 2, 3 or 3 in game 3, and 5 or 5. I'm sorry, 5 or 5 tonight. 5 or 5 tonight. That's what you want from RJ.
You mentioned him earlier, that RJ's trainer, Drew Allen trained Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre was not a 3-point shooter the year before. And then the season afterwards, he shot 35% from 3, and he was, like you said, a timely 3-point shooter. There was a time where I did like a show about him. He was just hitting every 3 in the clutch from that corner spot. And that's all RJ really has to do, like you said. But I feel like it's doable. I definitely feel like it's doable. If he can do it for Oubre, who was shooting bad as well, and he also a left-handed shooter and also changed the shot, I feel like the same thing can happen for RJ. And RJ, to me, is more of a playmaker. So
I agree.
I think it can happen.
I agree, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. I want to shout out Jay Ellis, Ezekiel Ocho Nieto, checking in from Argentina. We got a lot of Argentinians in the chat, Jay Ellis. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Shout out my guy, Gotta Be Legend, checking in from Costa Rica. Sent us a super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Wherever you guys are in the chat, wherever you guys are checking in from, throw your cities in the chat. We will shout you guys out. But tonight, Jay Ellis, they came for the giveaway, and we're going to give that away right now. Right now. I have no idea what happened to your audio tonight. That was my bad. I have no idea. I have no idea, man. And you know what was so funny, bro, is like the one night, we usually do a quick mic check before we go on. And the one night we didn't was the one night this thing just didn't work.
Yeah, you're right.
The one night.
You just go check the levels?
Yeah, check the levels. Levels is good. Recipes, big pun. But, the one night we did not check the levels is the one night it didn't work. But it's all good. It is what it is. We'll get to it. We got you on the phones. Yeah. You know what I mean? Versatility, JLs. That's what it's all about, man. You gotta be versatile, like quickly. You know what I'm saying?
Show must go on.
The show must go on. So we get the people what they want. All right, here we go. 226 entries came in. We're gonna lock this thing off. Let me get my theme music going. I'm surprised Jay Boogie didn't hit us, man. I was expecting Jay Boogie to come back with a sermon, man.
Sam, he gonna be mad when he find out Ian Begley shouted him out and he wasn't here.
Yeah. Jay Boogie became he was the number one fan, man, for the past couple of days. All right, let's get into it. Let's get this giveaway going. And are you in the chat, JLs? Anybody you want to shout out while we draw the names?
Okay, yeah, I'm in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah.
Who want to shout out? What's going on? You got T Money Kazoo from NY. Shout out to you. Juan Williams. He says they're laughing. They said the Russians messed up my mic. Shout out to you, Juan Williams.
Yeah.
Knicks Prime from Brooklyn. Shout out to you. Always got to shout out to legendary Chuck D. Just picking up Jay Boogie, a prophet.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, I just saw
Felipe
that.
Reyes from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Los Knicks in the building. Shout out to you, Los Knicks.
Los Knicks, what's going on?
Anybody else? Where are you from in the chat?
We got some people in Pittsburgh.
Mac Mendoza from Pittsburgh, PA.
Yeah,
Shout
there
out
you
to
go. Salute Mac
90
Mendoza.
seconds.
Where you from?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Building Roots from Harlem. Shout out to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Samir IZ here. Brooklyn represent. All right, you probably across the street from me. Shout out to you.
Facts.
Ramones from Brooklyn, from Bushwick. Shout out to you.
All right, JL's hold.
Movie Juice from Boston. Shout out to you, man. From Boston, stand up. Even though, you know how it is with the Stokers and the Knicks, but you Knicks fans, we rocking with you.
60 seconds.
Kendall, yeah, I see you always in KOT chat. Shout out to you.
All right, yo, I'm gonna.
They call me Tack, always holding me down. Shout out to you, Mod. They call me.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna run the drawing right now, JL's. We're gonna run the drawing right now. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Let me just make sure there's no more to come in. We got some names in here. Any more left? Oh, we got a couple late ones. Carlos Martinez sends it in. All right, here we go. Got a couple late ones in here. All right, let me make sure I got those. And that is it. 233 names in the pot, JLs. They want the all gray snap joint. And the winner who's going to get it is Nick Lights. Nick Lights wins the snapback, JL.
Didn't freeze those envelopes.
Oh, man. No frozen envelopes. No foot tricks. But Nick Bags, and salute to Nick Bags. Salute to Nick Lights, because he's been supplying us with the highlights, as you see here tonight. Emmanuel Quickly. This was not a foot trick, JLs. I did not set this up. It was serendipity. Nick Lights, for all his hard work, is going home with the grade snap, courtesy of my guy, the Nickinator, and the Knicks Twitter family. So, what a coincidence. And he's in the group chat, so we're going to hear about it in the group chat on Twitter, I'm pretty sure.
Hey.
Yeah, congratulations to Nick Lights. Just started up his YouTube channel.
Shout out to you, Nick Lights.
You can go there for all your highlights. And, yeah, wow, what a coincidence, Shales. What a coincidence.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what a coinkydink, man. So salute to Nick Lights. Congratulations. We'll get that hat out to you. For those of you that didn't win, stay with us all year long. We will be giving away a ton of merch, ton of giveaways. I got some dope stuff to raffle soon. I'm going to be raffling I actually got an authentic Marcus Morris signed autographed jersey. Hey, he's not on the team, but a lot of people like Mook JL, so I think that's a nice one. I think that's a nice one.
I think that's a nice one.
So yeah, so we're going to raffle that one off. Now, as we close, let me just shout out some super chats. Definitely salute to the people who donate. We appreciate everybody who donates. If you're not able to donate, we appreciate you anyway. We just say that you hit that thumbs up button for your boys. You subscribe to the channel and share these videos. You see, we keep growing. It went from 100 to 500 to 1,000. Now we're at 3,000. You know, we're at 3,000 a night. It's because you guys are promoting it through YouTube, through social media. Continue to do so, and we'll continue to grow. As we continue to grow, we get bigger guests, better guests, and it's a movement. This is a grassroots movement for the fans, by the fans. So, if you can donate, the super chats are good, but like I said, YouTube does take a cut of that. We would prefer, if you could, donate through CashApp, Venmo, PayPal, all under KnicksFanTV, and the links are also in the video description. If you can, we definitely appreciate it, whether or not you do so. Now let's just salute some super chats before we go. Alan Berman is actually going to be sponsoring the Marcus Morris jersey. He says, credit where it's due. Julius played great tonight. He's giving Julius credit tonight, J. Ellis. Yeah, Julius.
Wow, credit.
Yeah, credit. Julius played great. and this is what we're going to get, then I'm cool and keeping him for a bit. Diaz Jr. should waive his spot goodbye. Frank, too, unfortunately, IQ is legit. Christoph says Peyton can only come in the game if we up 25. Yeah. Shout out Holla Jack. Dope name, Holla Jack. Anton Kate says there are so many things to look at tonight. I'm not trying to jump out the window. Well, Anton, this is the show for overreactions. So if you got to jump. But just land carefully because we need you back for the post-game show on the 22nd. Knicks on the 23rd, rather.
Exactly.
I messed that up.
You to hit the like button.
Yeah, we need you to hit that thumbs up button. So if you're going to jump out the window, just make sure your arms and your limbs are still good when you come back in the house, all right? The 23rd, JL, it's Knicks versus Pacers on the 23rd. I said the 22nd, but that's actually opening night for their overall NBA.
Okay.
First lady of sports, IQ's a point guard. He's been one his entire life until he went to Kentucky where Calipari played him at shooting guard. That's what he said. Yeah, IQ's been making it known. He is a point. It's just the fact that, again, you know, when these kids go to Kentucky, you're never able to fully see what they're really made of because they're there with a bunch of dogs, a bunch of one-and-done players. And, again, they have to sacrifice their games. And so you never really get to see the full product until down the road for a lot of guys. You know, so quickly it could be the same. We'll see. But I like what I see so far. RDD, appreciate it, RDD, for the super chat. Slanza666 says, I'm so impressed with Kev's maturity and confidence. I told him, Jay Ellis. I told him that Kev, the report out of camp was that Kev's confidence was up. He's broke out of his shell. And this is what you're seeing. I think for the 3 out of the 4 games, you're seeing a much improved Kevin Knox. And I love it. You know, that's what I want to see from him. But, yeah, I was told that Kev had looked good. And Tibbs came out and said the same thing the very next day. And so looks like he's trending well. Michael Parker, JL's number 1 fan of the show, says, salute Knicks Nation. What a difference a competent point guard makes. Tibbs has some tough decisions to make. Definitely agree. Nick Fury says, these youngsters are hungry. Dude's got to step up or step off. Leo Skorupski, appreciate it, Leo. Definitely appreciate it. Roberto Tejada, appreciate it. Nuggy Fresh, JLs, what do you got to say about Nuggy Fresh, man? Nuggy Fresh sent us a super chat.
Oh, I got to say, it's here.
New York sports guy, all these non-Knicks media love mentioning the Knicks when we do bad, but I have nothing to say after tonight's game. They are not for us. Shout out to KnicksFanTV. Tiger Style says, sources told me Tibbs wants to save the remaining strands of hair in his head. That means starting Emmanuel and DSJ never seen the light of day. So, salute to Mike's Man Cave. Yeah, where's the lie? Salute to Mike's Man Cave. He said big props to the Knicks and CP. Salute Mike. Li from Li sends us a super chat. Chico Fernandez JL says it's remarkable what a competent point guard could do. Another person about a competent point guard. After 3 years of Shy Frank and lost DSJ, IQ is a gale force of fresh air. Knox activated. Mike's Man Cave once again. IQ steal the draft. There's hope for the Knicks horizon. Shane Mack from New Jersey. What's up, Knicks Nation?
On the phone.
Yeah. What's up, Knicks Nation? Great. Oh, is Jay Boogie on the phone? Oh, we gotta interrupt the super chats. We gotta interrupt the super chats, JL. Let me turn down the outro music. Hang on 1 second, man. Because I had no idea he was with us. Hang on. There he is. The closer we've been waiting on. Jay Boogie from North Carolina. Let's go. What's going on?
Yo, what's good with the team? Everybody, man, staying healthy and safe, man. Big up to the night. Big shout out to Tom Thibodeau putting that boy in that starting lineup, because I ain't want nobody to get nicked up with having that boy in that starting lineup, man. So shout out to Tom Thibodeau. Yo, for real, we got a coach, y'all. That man doing them X's and O's. He handling his business on the sideline. Tom ain't no dummy. He see what's going on. He got that boy in that starting lineup, man. And shout out to all the players on the Knicks. They buying in. If you paying attention, ain't nobody playing no D with their hands below their waist. Everybody's hand is above their waist. We getting tip balls, deflections, and everything. On the defensive rebounding end, it's only one shot, and we rebound, and we gone. I like that, man. We holding people to only one shot, and they out, man. I like what's going on with that. And that boy Kevin Knox, woo, let me tell you, top of the key is 12 o'clock. On the right side of that, that's 2 o'clock. On the left side of that, that's 10 o'clock. The other night, he was shooting at 2 o'clock and he was shooting at 10 o'clock. But when he went down to baseline, those right there is what you call 3 o'clock and what you call 9 o'clock. That man hitting all the way around the board. I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. Tom is getting ready to make that boy his Jimmy Butler. He getting ready to big that boy game up. Shout out to what's going on, man. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to Bag, man, for shouting me out. Well, I've been turned up the whole night. My name is the life on the chat. I stay on the chat. And I hit that cash button about 2 o'clock. Once I got the word that Quickly was going to be in that lineup, they ain't going to hit that button, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I see y'all 2 days before Christmas. My MSG is turned up 82 ways all game season, man. Big ups, man. Shout out to y'all. JL, you still on the scene. I see you, boy. Even though you ain't on the screen, I see you, boy. CP, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. 2021, 2000 Deion Sanders. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start having NBA player interviews of our team after games. That's my goal and wish for y'all, because y'all doing y'all thing. I love y'all, man. Shout out to the whole network. Peace, man. We out.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Another closing sermon. JLs, I might as well just close it down right now. I have nothing else to say, bro. I have nothing to say.
Good night.
That's it. That is it. What more can I say? I don't even want to step on that, bro.
Yo. I'm going to change my name. I don't deserve the J name anymore. You took that.
He has claimed the letter J in the alphabet. Now look,
he claimed the whole letter.
Yeah.
Trademark J.
Yeah.
Trademark it. It's yours.
Yo, that's my guy. And he did send the Cash App. I appreciate every time he does. He sent the Cash App earlier today. And he got his wish.
KLT Cash App is up, man. If you want to donate to the KLT show, just the KLT show.
J Boogie locked in for all 82. That's it, JLs. I can't even comment on top of that, man, because he hit it on the head.
Oh,
bro.
Man.
He hit it on the head. I can't
even
say
man.
much.
That's how you do it, though.
That's it. Closes the show. Couple more super chats. Let me just hit those before we wrap. Salute to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, rate that call 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Rate that call from J Boogie. That's another 5-star call, J Ellis. Nobody's beating him.
I'm giving it an RE 8.25
out of 5. You know what I mean? Out of 5.
Out of 5. Out of 5.
Nobody's beating J Boogie, man. Nobody's beating J Boogie, man. So we didn't know if we were gonna hear from him, and he comes in overtime. J Ellis, classic.
Clutch, man.
Clutch. All right. Where did I leave off? Shane Mack from New Jersey. What's up, Nick Nation? Great win. Start the kids and the journeymen. Come off the bench. Agreed. Michael Aaron. They can't worry about getting value out of DSJ just because of the Porzingis trade. Play whoever makes us better, and IQ makes us better. Also, Rivers is going to take Frank's minutes. No way around it. Yeah, I agree with Michael Aaron there. Jules Walker, South Korea, 5,000 won. I think that is Jules that called in. IQ allows, he says, IQ allows our RJ, OB, Kev to be more efficient because he can stretch the floor vertically. Indeed. Shell's heavy. Salute to Shells.
Yes, sir.
He says, Shamar's intro not nearly as strong as my boy Ron Cleveland. Yeah, I don't know what Shamar was doing, but I hope it works out for him, JLs. I really do. CP the artist, he says, I need to sage before Ari's call. Shout out to Kyrie, man, on that one. Oh man, that was funny as hell. Randy Savage, JLS. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He says, no more potential, no more project players. We got a core team now. Get them fringe players out of here or send them to the G League for a chip. Christoph, Eastern Conference runner-up. I don't know, runner-up for the bottom. I'm not sure about runner-up for anything else but that. Gotta be legend, Clyde Burner account confirmed. Gotta be legend, salute. And we got 10 more super chats. Mike's Man Cave says, shout out CP for keeping the broadcast going. Appreciate it. Andrew Dell says, take my money. I love you guys. Bless NYC says, all 80. Bless NYC says, all 82 gang. Salute to CP. Lilson 7, KG from Queens. Love you like I love the Knicks, no doubt. Fight Evil sends us an Australian super chat. Ayo Powell says, don't forget about Jared Harper. He was able to keep the energy and ensure that we didn't squander the league. P.S. BK will always be a Nick Burrow. That's a fact. Yeah, I thought Harper's.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I thought Harper was relatively solid. Harper was relatively solid.
He did all right. He's man. He can shoot. You saw that 4-point play?
Yeah, sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Harper.
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, I remember Harper giving us a business in Summer League. I was in Vegas during Summer League, and they played Phoenix Summer League team, and Harper and Iggy had a little duel there. So that was a nice game from Harper. So we'll see him in the G League, and maybe he'll get some time on the two-way. Panatha for Life says, do you agree with Clyde? He said starting Iggy is putting too much pressure on him. I addressed that earlier. I disagree completely. There's no better time than now. He'll be all right. If he falters, you go back to Peyton and you can reset it. Not a problem. The R says coaching.
That boy ain't scared.
Yeah, he's not scared, bro. He's not scared, Jails. Just put him in there. Above the Rim says, is it me or did IQ take DSJ's old number and then take his starting spot? J Boogie salute and respect. Post-game player interviews coming soon. Yeah. I'm not sure when those post-game player interviews are going to come, but if you guys want, you got MSG's contact, hit them up. You know, they know where we're at. We'd love to have them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see, man. But overall, excellent show, people. Excellent show. Knicks win 119-83. CPJ Ellis here. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Salute to the mods. Always TM, Dave, Above the Rim, Rome. Everybody that helps out. Everybody that helps promote the show, whether you're a mod or not. I definitely appreciate it. Continue to do so. Continue to support us. And that this is how we, continue to grow. We grow together. You know what I mean? You do your part, we'll do our part. And we'll just keep it going. We'll get the audio fixed up, and we'll get that squared away. No problem. JL, anything you want to say before you sign out?
You know the usual. You know the vibes. We almost at 5K. So definitely subscribe to youtube.com/TicketTimeShow. You can follow us on whole social medias. That is the KOT Show on Twitter. Nick of Time Show on Instagram, and also Nick of Time Show on Facebook. Also check out the blog on Nick of Time Show. Shout out to all the writers. And yeah, that's about it. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir. Great job, my dude. Great job indeed. And salute my guy Alex Collins out in Ireland as well. He was like one of the original mods, so always got to shout him out because he was an OG. How you guys like that new transition, man? I'm breaking out all the new stuff unexpectedly, but I like that, man. A little transition game from one screen to another. Kind of like that, man. Salute my guy for setting me up. We're starting to get things going. I had to clean up the living room a little bit. You know what I mean? Up the presentation. But you guys know the vibes, man. This show's available in audio podcast format. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, all on the KnicksFanTV. If you guys are Apple Podcast members, please leave us a review. Again, part of the promotion goes a long way if you guys could do that. I know we ask a lot of things, but these things go a long way for us, so we definitely appreciate you guys doing that. And Manscaped, 20% off with promo code Knicks, 20% off plus free shipping. Holiday times. Go to manscaped.com right now. Get your Lawnmower 3.0 or your Perfect Package 3.0. They got great products there. Make sure you check it out. See you guys Sunday. Knicks fans of the round table back on Sunday. See you guys, man. Peace.